Yeah, that's working. I really so. Don't do that. I just kind of feel the need to do it out of. Okay, this is it's a little bit after 9. This is October 21st. This is the regular Board of Works meeting for the city of Elkhart. With that said, Nancy, would you do the roll call for us, please?
Good morning and thank you. 3 of our members are with us in the council chambers this morning for the quorum. Rose Rivera.
Present.
Mike Macklin.
Here.
Andrew Kreider.
Present.
We have 1 member that's absent this morning, Andy Jones, and there is a vacancy on this board. Thank you.
All right, I'd like to remind everybody online is if you wish to address the board at an appropriate time, you will have to be visible. That is a city and board policy. So just to be on the record with that. We have an agenda. Could I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
I'll second.
And then could I have a motion to amend the agenda to first include administration announcement under engineering A administration,
So moved.
Second.
and then to add professional services agreement for video production and with Fiverr, and resolution 25R-16 transfer of tax sale properties to the end of the agenda.
So moved.
I second.
Motion is second. All those in favor of these 3 amendments signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All those in favor of the amended agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Claim and allowance docket. Could I have a motion to approve claim allowance docket totaling $4,245,936.14 as prepared in the report consisting of 32 pages, created on 10/15/25.
So moved.
Second.
Motion a second. Good morning.
Good morning. Erin Coons, Interim Controller. We have actually a small docket today. Our trash services to Borden for $199,335.21. CME Corporation for the Salt Design Building at the Street Department for $276,157.12. And then a new Easy Liner paint truck to Vogel Traffic Services, again for street, for $311,000, $311,914.
All righty. Any other exciting financial things? No. I mean, any other financial things?
No.
All right. Any questions for Erin? Seeing none, all those in favor of approving claim allowance docket totaling $4,245,936.14 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. A motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting from October 7th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any changes? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Could I have a motion to grant permission to advertise? No. Could I have a motion? What?
Mr. President, before you do that, I wanted to Torium Public Works. Joe Foy, after 28 years, is retiring from the Public Works Department and the City of Elkhart. So I wanted to thank him for his service over the 28 years and give him the opportunity to address the board.
Thank you all. I've had 28 great years with the City of Elkhart. I greatly appreciate the city welcoming me back home almost 3 decades ago to start an aquatics monitoring program that we've all become very proud of. And after that time, moving on into other realms with the city, from pre-treatment to what I've done for the longest period of time, which is stormwater. I am just thankful for the many blessings God has given me through the city and through my work and through all of the friendships that I have formed over the years. So thank you very much.
I think the question in everybody's mind is, are you going to continue to do the lottery pool?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I heard about that from someone else.
Okay. Very good.
Joe, you've been a great employee. You've done a lot for the city. Oh, were you done?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
done.
okay.
I'm done.
Thank you for your service. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Is that, okay. That was technically at the end of your area, not the beginning, Mr. Irwin, but we'll
No, sorry.
rearrange. All righty. Could I then have a motion to approve specifications and grant permission to advertise the courthouse demolition project, 25-20?
So moved.
Second.
Motion a second.
Once the county gives us a firm sale date or transfer date, we will be inheriting the courthouse and proceeding with the demolition as agreed to with the county.
Okay. And did we approve an agreement to, for consultants to look at a use for that? Has that been done?
That would be a economic development question. that
Okay.
The redevelopment commission will be tackling, not the Board of Works.
Okay.
So
I have a quick question. Is that the entire building or just the recent addition onto the high school?
nope, it will be the entire building.
And there's no trouble with it being a historic building or
It
anything?
is not a historic building.
Okay, thank you.
A lot of people considered it a prison in its day, but all right. I'm getting warmed up now. Okay. All those in favor of granting permission to advertise and approve specifications signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Oop, that's the specification. That's just the cover page. Okay. Could I have a motion to award the Elkhart Municipal Trash and Recycling Contract to Borden Wasteaway for a 7-year contract price of $19,740,001.
So moved.
So moved.
Motion and a second.
So a couple notes here. This is the full 7-year contract cost, not just the first year. It has been budgeted for the first year in the approved Civil City budget. It is not the amount that you read into the record when you open the bids. It is actually less than that because we have chosen to keep the existing trash carts with Borden's. Also, as a note, they're going to rebalance some of the collection days in terms of the volume of residents that are collected each day. And so some people may move dates of the week, Monday through Friday, and we'll be working with them to create new maps and notify those customers. There are a couple additional contract modifications that they negotiated through with our legal department, and all of them are listed on the back of the memo or on page 2. But they obviously have been doing our refuse pickup for many decades now, so we recommend them for the award.
So, okay, we've been happy. I mean, I've been happy with their service mostly.
We've been mostly happy, and what we weren't happy with, we modified the contract to include clauses that will make us happy.
Very good. Other questions for Tori? Seeing them, I guess, any questions from the public? Dun, dun, dun. Seeing none. All those in favor of approving the Contract with Board and Wasteway for bid 2515 for the Elkhart Municipal Trash and Recycling Contract. Contract price to be $19,740 and $740 and
Million.
19,740,000. He's trying to get us a deal. And 1 cent, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Could I have a motion to authorize the board president to execute a professional service agreement with Crawford, Murphy, and Tilly for the design, engineering, and a new connection drive for Shops at 6. Fee not to exceed $28,000.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second.
Jeff Schaefer, city engineer. This is part of the Cassopolis Street access management that we've done over the last year or so. In our working with the developers and the property owners on the west side of the street, we determined that after we placed the medians, that building a single approach to both properties made the most sense. So the former AMC Theater property is currently owned by Beacon Medical Group. They're still developing some ideas of what they want to do with the property. This connector would take a driveway through an easement that was part of Beacon's recently approved PUD. So an easement that would then go to Shops at 6. Crawford, Murphy, and Tilly's been working with us, as you know, on a lot of the stuff with the Hively overpass. They also do design work as well. And so we wanted to give them an opportunity to do a small design project with us.
Okay, so help me, Jeff. We have closed driveways on Cassopolis Street.
We have put in a median to limit left turns on Cassopolis Street.
Well, you took away one of Monteith's driveways too, I believe.
Yes, that was part of that was something that the state required to do.
Okay. And will this median go across here too, or is this creating another?
No, the median's already in place and the driveway approach is already in place here. This is constructing across Beacon's property a connector to go back to Shops at 6. So right now you cannot turn left into Shops at 6 across from Merrill Street. That driveway was closed as part of this project for left turns. That's now a right in, right out only. And so working with Shops at 6, they asked if they could have a connection through the AMC property, the former AMC property, back to Cassopolis Street. So the Access Manager project created a left turn for northbound Cassopolis Street into a driveway approach just south of the AT&T store. That's where this will be built. So this will run on the north side of the former theater property toward the west, or an east-west street, and then tie into Shops at 6, kind of between the main plaza and just to the west of the AT&T store property.
I've got all that. I'm trying to understand, is this going to be a right in, right out also?
No, this will be a left in, right out. This will allow right turns in, left turns in, and right out only. So the median's already in place and the actual driveway approach is in place. This construction is just on the Beacon property.
Okay, so what my original question was, I don't think it made sense at the time. There's an existing median across here?
The median's already in place. We did that construction last year, correct. There's a left turn opening here that allows left turns. It's currently barricaded, that allows left turns into this location.
And we don't think this is going to create the headache that the one up at Merrill created?
No. These will both be left turn controls, just like the left turn onto Merrill, correct. We're actually happy with the median project. We think it's worked really well. This is just kind of completing that driveway connection to Shops at 6.
Okay, I still don't understand why we didn't do it up at Merrill.
I guess so this is a mirror of what's at Merrill. So right now, as you go southbound.
At Merrill's a left turn in?
Yes, as you go southbound on Cassopolis Street, you can turn left onto Merrill Street through the medians.
Okay. And can you turn left into Shops at 6 at Merrill?
No, you cannot.
Okay, but you will be able to turn left into Shops at Six here.
through this new driveway approach, correct. We're basically moving the left turn from Shops at Six from the middle of their property to the south edge of their property.
Okay.
And
I'm
it
certainly
becomes-
not a traffic engineer, but I don't understand why we shifted it.
Oh, because Merrill Street and the Shops at Six driveway did not line up. Unfortunately, Shops at Six is farther north, and so there was no way to make the geometry work to prevent left turns out from both Merrill and Shops at Six while allowing left turns in. They didn't line up with each other.
Okay,
I apologize. Yes, that was the issue at Merrill Street with their existing driveway.
okay,
We could not get that to line up properly. Unfortunately, the Shops at Six driveway is about 30 feet too far to the north.
all righty. Well, now that I've beat that horse to death, any other questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Did the heat come on? Next, Oakland Project B. We have a motion to ratify the partial payment request number 6 in the amount of $1,025,415 to Selge Construction from SRF Loan WW 2418206 for construction on Oakland Project B, Oakland CSO Tank Project.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Standard pay request?
Yes, sir.
Good enough. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I know you're not the project manager. Do we have an idea how this project's going?
Everything's going roughly according to schedule. We're expecting to open up Indiana Avenue here in a couple weeks, and including in front of this project for a while, and then we'll be working in Oakland Avenue next year. The tank continues to be built. It's a big square box.
All right. All righty then. All those in favor of this, ratifying this pay request signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Change order, could I have a motion to approve change order number 1 for bid number 2514 Stevens Avenue, Francis Avenue, 2nd Street Reconstruction Project, increasing the contract price by $17,530, bringing the, is this one and final?
This is not a final change order. no.
Okay, bringing the current, not final, the current contract price to $1,867,443.30.
So moved.
Approve. Second.
Motion and a second.
Can I ask a quick question about that? What is the project on Francis and Stevens?
Sure. So Francis and Stevens are both a granite-based concrete, so a very, very hard concrete. And to the point that even with a lot of concrete streets, such as when we did Johnson Street last year, we actually used a mill, just like we mill asphalt. You hit a mill on those granite concrete streets, you just break the teeth off and the mill laughs at you. Or the concrete laughs at you, I should say. So what we decided to do with Stevens and Francis, those streets obviously had reached the end of their useful life. Now, that was almost 100-year-old concrete, so it's done well. But we're actually having to saw cut those to pull out that concrete to replace it with asphalt. And part of the reason behind it is, first of all, the concrete has shifted and cracks and that sort of thing. And secondly, whenever we have to do repairs under there, as you might expect, it's a significant issue to cut that concrete. Royce Avenue in that neighborhood is a similar street. And we also have some streets on the northwest side of the city. And so unfortunately, we'll be attacking a lot of those. Most of those are all 100-year-old concrete. And over the next couple of years, we'll be replacing a lot of those.
Thanks. I live on Royce, so I've been watching it with great interest. You guys are doing a terrific job, but it's obviously been a huge task.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. So we'll be attacking you next year. As far as this project goes, this is actually related to 2nd Street. When we were working through the repaving of 2nd Street, we ran into a little bit of an issue near the, what's it called? Just south of Jackson. where the grades didn't quite work out, so we installed two temporary, they could be permanent dry wells, they will probably be temporary dry wells. When we do the Jackson Street project next year, we'll probably pick them up. So we installed a couple dry wells to make the drainage work just south of Jackson. And then the contractor also worked with us at the Main and the Main and Marion Street traffic control. We did that because the mayor and the city staff wanted to make Marion Street 2 ways immediately. And so we've got that traffic control at Main and Marion that the contractor helped us set up. We're still evaluating that traffic control to see if that's the best solution or if we want to do something a little different with traffic signals to try and make that work better.
Out of curiosity, are we going to have stoplights along Second and Third, or are they going to be stop signs?
The traffic signals you see at Second Street now at Jackson and Franklin are the ones that will be in our intent moving forward, with the rest of the intersections being stop signs. Third Street, we have a contractor lined up to do the same thing, to both eliminate some traffic signals and place some stop signs, as well as complete the signals at Franklin and Jackson. We did have a traffic study that Lockmuller did for us, where we looked at different alternatives between signals and four-way stops. We actually found that the four-way stops work better downtown now that we're doing two-way traffic.
Okey-doke. All righty. I guess since I have you here, what about Bristol Street? I don't mind it too much, but I hear constant complaints. How long until they're done? What's it been, 4 months of them working on the gas main?
Sure, yes. We're expecting NIPSCO to be wrapping up by the end of the month west of Homeland Road, and they'll start working east of Homeland Road. That will require less traffic control. They'll just have the shoulder closed. They'll be working on the south side of Bristol Street, east of Homeland Road, and they'll have to have that shoulder closed, but we should have most all the time one lane of traffic open in each direction.
Okay, thank you. Other questions for Jeff? Obviously about anything at all. Seeing none, all those in favor of the change order signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Could I have a motion to accept and place on file the financial, is this the utility financial statement? The utility financial statement as of June 30th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. What am I looking at, Tim? I don't ever remember getting one of these.
Good morning, Tim Reeser, Assistant Director. Ahead of the budget, we wanted to bring you guys financial statements, and we used June 30 to match what Civil City prepared for their budget. We will be bringing in a revised one as of September 30 when we bring our budget. But this is just a snapshot halfway through the year, so you guys can see where we're at with our expenditures in relation to the budget for 2025 and where we're at for revenues for the year. I've also included a treasurer's report, but I do want to point out that Fund 6203, which is our wastewater depreciation fund, the numbers and values you see on these reports are going to be a little skewed, and that's because we use Fund 6203 to track one of the wastewater bonds. So one of the Oakland projects, we track all the expenditures and interest income using this fund, but the money isn't local dollars, so it's going to throw off all of our reports. We have been doing that incorrectly. I believe it was the audit this year from State Board caught that, and so we're changing it. So all of the funds moving forward for the bonds will be in their own respective fund. And so that way 6203 will be corrected yet this year. So the reports for 2026 will only be indicative of what local dollars are being used for that fund.
Okay. All right. Any, I've poured over this. No, I don't think I got it. Thank you, Tim.
Yes.
Questions? I think if you have questions as you look at this, I'm sure Tim's available to answer any questions. All right, all those in favor of accepting, place on file financial statement as of June 30th, 2025 for the utilities signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. This motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Mr. Chair, I move that we declare an emergency for the October 21, 2025 Beck Drive water main repair.
I'll second that.
Motion and second. Yes, sir.
Hi, Martin Offsinger, Public Works. So out on Beck Drive, east of County Road 17, we were called out for a water leak. It appeared somebody had driven over the 12-inch service box and caused a leak on the pressure side to feed Thor Industries. Because of the high groundwater and out there, as well as the amount of water we were from the leak, it was beyond distribution's capacity for repair. So we reached out to HRP. They did an excellent job getting it repaired.
Have we done anything to protect that valve box in the future? Did we move the valve box?
We did. It's quite a ways. It's on the other side of the swale there. It's quite a bit out. We did put some block underneath to provide more resistance if it were to get run over again. We're doing some restoration out there to make sure that people realize it's not a road. There is an easement there, but it's not a road.
Oh, so people were cutting through?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Did
what
we
we
catch the guy?
No.
Person? Could have been a woman. Okay. All righty. And it fit within your construction budget? Or are you going to come for an appropriation?
We may have to come for an appropriation. I haven't got
That's fine.
invoice yet. So
Okay, thank you. All those in favor of declaring the emergency for October 21 water main repair on Beck Drive signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept and place on file the Water Utility Monthly Report of Operations for the month of September 2025.
I second that.
Second. No one here to address this. Seems straightforward. Doesn't look like there were any violations. All those in favor of accepting this signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that for discussion purposes, we find Voyant Beauty Elkhart Home Care Plant in violation for failing to submit a self-monitoring report and industrial user process report by the required deadlines, resulting in significant noncompliance. And in accordance with the enforcement response plan, enforce a total penalty of $500 for permit number 98-01.
That was a long one. Hello, Steve.
Good morning, Board. Steve Brown, Public Works. Voyant Beauty has a self-monitoring requirement to monitor both manholes 2 and 4 on a monthly basis. The facility, they conducted their self-monitoring in July, but failed to submit the report. The report was submitted on October 10th, causing the report to be submitted 46 days past the due date. Furthermore, they also have to submit a report for an industrial user. It's called an industrial user process report. This report wasn't submitted until 107 days past the due date. Both penalties, the Enforcement Response Plan recommends a $250 penalty for both reports being submitted late, for a total of $500.
Is anyone from the industry here that wishes to address the board? No. Steve, did they only submit these after you notified them they were missing?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Did they give, other than, oh, we've changed staff, was that their response?
Yes, that's their response. Yep. Change of personnel.
I'm clairvoyant, aren't I?
Yeah.
All righty. Is there a representative online? No. All righty. Other questions? Board, any questions for Steve?
None.
All righty then. All those in favor of finding Voyant Beauty in violation and assessing a fine of $500 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we untable.
Are we taking this off the table?
No?
Steve Mercury? I mean, Steve Brown, Mercury question?
Yes, both of the tabled events, still need to remain on the table. We're still working with both entities, Ontour and the Meinhardt, so.
All righty. Thank you. We'll leave both items tabled. Moving on, Walker Park Comcast Network Process. You got the motion? You want me to? Could I have a motion to approve the attached service order agreement?
So moved?
Second? Or,
Motion?
sorry.
Okay, we have a motion. There's a second.
Yep.
Okay, what are we doing? What is this? I've never done one of these.
Good morning, Board. Essentially, you've seen
I'm sorry, name for the record, sorry.
Apologies. David Hopkins, Network Admin for the City of Elkhart IT Department. Essentially, you've seen a similar one of these a few months ago. It was specifically targeting Walker Park about getting internet access out there. When I reached out to the Parks Department and I told them that we had gotten it approved and that we were going to get it on the calendar, they actually approached me and said, hey, we'd actually like to get internet at Woodlawn Nature Center as well. So when I contacted Comcast, they told me that we could bundle the contracts and actually get a better pricing deal. So that is what you have now in front of you. It's just getting internet access to both of those sites so that way we can get them up and rolling for the Parks Department.
Okay. So does Walker Park have the access now?
They do not yet. They wanted to have both of these contracts at the same time under the adjusted pricing. So we asked them to wait on starting any construction costs until we could confirm that this new contract would get approved.
And then I probably should have asked this before, but and this is only for local internet access. It's not for putting up a cell tower or anything.
That's correct. It's essentially a coax line internet. So same thing you would have run to your house for internet, but there's a special router that allows it to tap into our city network. So essentially, if we had a computer at Woodlawn Nature Center, like the park rangers are there working, it would be no different from them as if they were sitting within City Hall.
So this isn't for public access?
That's correct.
Okay.
As of right now, the initial build is just to get internet to the building and where we have, for specifically Walker Park, where we have cameras in place. In the future, we can build off this infrastructure, put outdoor Wi-Fi in place. But as of right now, this is just the building blocks.
Okay. Thank you very much, David. Other questions? Oh, and you have the budget for this, or they have the budget for this?
Yes.
Okay, great. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the request for qualifications to firms listed on the State of Indiana's approved guaranteed energy savings contractor list.
Do we have to say what it's for? Maggie's not here. What project is this for? So we could add that to the motion.
This is, Jeff Savatsky, Director, Elkhart Environmental Center.
Okay.
Second.
Well, I'm still
No,
waiting for the
sorry.
motion. Okay, thank you, Nancy.
This really isn't, this is just a request for qualifications from the contractors to allow us to choose which contractors we would want to use going forward with any specific projects.
With what?
With any specific
Any.
projects.
Okay.
So this
Okay.
really isn't any specific one as of.
Create a list of probables. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That motion was good.
Second?
And a second. Okay, so I guess you've already explained, Jeff, what we're doing. Are we anticipating a lot of projects coming up?
I hope so. This is, we have some ideas that we'd like to do. We're gonna, all the departments really qualify for something, but we're gonna focus on our biggest energy users to see if we can lower our costs now and going forward. But we have some ideas. We'll see what the contractors, what their specialty is, what they recommend, what's the biggest bang for our buck. Solar, hydro, wind, energy efficiencies, really throughout the city and its departments.
Okay, great. All righty, all those in favor of approving the request for qualifications signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay,
Okay,
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the request of Josh Holt, Elkhart City Fleet Manager, to send letters of intent to purchase a boom mower attachment and 2 snowplow trucks
from
from Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program.
motion
Second.
and a second.
Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning, board. I apologize I couldn't be there this morning. I had a late meeting that went really late. These are just so we can procure the purchases of these vehicles for early next year and get an early line, get ahead of the curve on these.
Okay, and so this is next year's budget. I assume the council approved this as part of the budget process?
Correct.
Okay, great. Questions for Josh? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you, board.
Thanks, Josh. Haven't been following that. Oh,
The amended items? Yes.
what about, time out, where's the tabled item?
Last sheet.
Oh, the last one. Okay, amended items. Hang on.
Which order do we want to go there?
Oops, sorry. What we have is, we have a request for the board to request $3,500 for the production of educational videos through Fiverr. That's a good motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second.
Hi, Alex Otto, Director of Communications for City of Elkhart. We're going to start up a educational series of videos to communicate the city's ongoing investment strategy through the turmoils of SEA 1. It's a very complex and complicated subject, and so we talked about doing Facebook posts or push in the media, but it's really hard to communicate the entire strategy without having visuals and video. So that's how we ultimately came up with this would be the best tool for our department heads and city council and the mayor's office to communicate with the public about what we're doing and why we're doing it.
So this doesn't explain Senate Bill 1, it explains how we respond to it.
We'll have a brief component explaining Senate Bill 1, but we'll primarily, is this cutting in and out?
No, you just bumped it. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It will primarily focus on our investment strategy. The city is in one hand saying, hey, we have no money because of SEA 1, or we won't have money in a couple of years, but we're getting ready to make some pretty big investments in the community, and so we'd like to communicate around why we're saying we don't have money, but then in the same time making very large investments.
Mm. So this can be on YouTube as well then?
This will be all over Facebook, YouTube, city council pages, local community.
Okay.
Social media and YouTube will be the primary communication channels.
Well, thanks a lot, Alex. Appreciate the information. All those in favor of this professional service agreement signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I assume you have the budget for this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's the line that it's coming from is actually on the memo. So.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve Resolution 25-R-16, approving the transfer of real estate to the City of Elkhart Department of Redevelopment.
Second.
Second.
Good morning. Adam Fan, Assistant Director of Redevelopment. This is still, we're cleaning up a lot of the county's misapprovals of properties instead of being put under the Department of Redevelopment, they put them under just City of Elkhart.
Oh.
And when we offer these for sale, our attorney, Gary Boyne, likes them to be under Department of Redevelopment.
So we've had this, it's just changing the ownership name.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. Thanks, Adam.
Yep.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, so
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the following event permits. Salvation Army Bridge Banners, 11/6 to 12/31. Ugly Sweater Run, 12/6.
Second.
motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Don't make the motion. Need a motion to, oh yeah, let's take this off the table first. We have to take it off the table. A motion to take off the table the grievance hearing decision for Teamsters Ryan Dustin.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor of taking it off the table signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. This doesn't need any action. I believe attorney asked us to let it die for fail of motion or second. So could I have a motion to approve the decision for Ryan Dustin? No motion, this action dies for lack of motion. Public participation. Anyone in the chamber wish to address the board? Anyone online wish to address the board? Then I would accept my favorite motion of the day.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second, we are adjourned. Thank you all.